Hello and welcome back to our online Rooted yoga studio. And if you haven't been in before, welcome. My name is Alice and I'm going to guide you through this flow today. And we're going to find a comfortable seat. So I think we're just going to dive right into this practice. So wherever you are, just sit down. Maybe you are kneeling, maybe you are seated cross-legged or in any other way that feels good for you. Maybe you're sitting on a block, a cushion like I am, or you're right on your mat. Just taking a moment to ground down. Find the space of ease and comfort where we're not really putting too much effort into the way we're seated right now. Maybe closing your eyes and feeling the earth beneath you, feeling all the body parts that are in contact with the earth. Feeling held in this space, connected to the ground. And then checking in with your breath. Just noticing the way it flows in and out. If it's through your mouth or through your nose. If it's fast or if it's maybe a bit slower. Just noticing this breath without really changing anything. Just becoming aware of your breath the way it is right now. And then gently placing your left hand on your chest and your right hand on your stomach. And also again, without changing anything, just maybe you can feel your natural breath here flowing in and out. Maybe you feel the breath underneath your hands, feeling the hands move up and down with your breath. And then we're gently going to start deepening this breath. So taking deeper inhales through the nose, filling your stomach and then your chest up with air. And then exhale gently through the nose, allowing yourself to become completely empty on air. Again, inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through your nose. Deepening these breaths, finding a rhythm that feels good in your body. Continuing, lengthening, slowing the breath down. Allowing it to take up space in your body, but also in the room you're in the space around you. So maybe your breath makes a little noise. Maybe you use your ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, where we do a little tension at the back of our throats and press the air through, so we sound a bit like the ocean. Feeling our hands rise and fall with every breath. Even though we are in stillness, we are never really completely still. There's always some movement going on in our bodies, so trying to notice even these really subtle movements. And then gently allowing your hands to come down to your lap, to your nap. That would be nice with a nap. And then start moving your head a little, in whatever way feels good. Maybe you shift a bit from side to side. Maybe you find some half circles or even full circles. Just moving in whatever way feels good. If you've practiced with me before, I really like this kind of movement. Just allowing our bodies to be our guide. Yes, I am here to guide you through this practice, but it's always our bodies that is the first and foremost guide. And then gently making these movements smaller and smaller, coming back into stillness. From here, we're going to inhale, reach our arms up above our head, really stretch tall, create length along your spine. When you exhale, right hand drops down to the left knee, left hand circles back. Gazing back behind you, creating a little twist. And when we inhale, imagining our spine really lengthening up towards the sky. And when we exhale, we sink a little deeper down into this twist. Inhaling, arms come back up. Exhale, twisting over to the other side. Once again, creating that length in your spine. Maybe gazing back behind you. And again, inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale, open your arms into a cactus, pressing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, arms come back up. This time, exhale, pull your hands all the way down to the mat. We're going to come into all fours, so gently roll over. Maybe putting away any props. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to move through some lovely cat and cows. So whenever you're ready, inhale, dropping your stomach down, opening up your chest towards the sky. Exhale, rounding your spine, gazing inwards. Inhale again, dropping your spine, dropping your stomach, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding. Just following your own breath here. Moving in a way that feels good. Maybe you want to stay here in your more traditional cat and cow, or you want to start to move a bit more freely. Maybe finding some circles, maybe sinking low over your heels, going forward over your wrists, just moving in whatever way feels good today. And then gently coming into the stillness of our tabletop again. Finding that breath, if it's gotten lost somewhere along the way, feeling it connected to the stomach, filling up with air. And exhale, let it go. From here, we're going to widen our knees slightly, big toes together. Allow our hips to sink low, finding a little child's pose. Maybe your forehead grounds down on the mat, maybe rocking a bit from side to side. Feeling into that hip space. And today we're really going to stretch through our bodies, move through our bodies with ease, with grace. And be kind to yourself. Notice how you're feeling today. If your body needs and wants more dynamic movements, you can always choose to spice this practice up the best you'd like. Or if it needs a bit more tenderness, a bit more love, softness. Tuning in with how you're feeling and adapting your practice to that. Maybe finding some stillness here in your child's pose in your next inhale, pulling yourself forward, really rounding your spine. Allowing your hips to lower down, opening up your chest, finding a little cobra variation. Maybe you gaze over one shoulder here, coming back to center, gaze over the other. Just finding some movement in whatever way feels good. And then in your next exhale, pushing the hips all the way back, finding your child's pose again. And then inhaling, rounding the spine, gazing inwards, dropping the hips down, opening up, finding that cobra variation. Exhale, sending the hips back, sinking low. One more time, inhaling, coming forward. Dropping the hips, opening up. And exhale, Send your hips back. Find that child's pose again, maybe rocking a bit from side to side. In your next inhale, coming back to all four. We're going to tuck our toes here, and when we exhale, push our hips up and back, finding that downward facing dog. This is our first down dog for this practice, so maybe it feels a little tight. That's totally normal, or maybe it feels super soft. Mine definitely feels a little tight. Maybe you want to walk it out. Just a little wiggle your hips. Shake it like a dog. Do whatever feels good. When you're ready, finding some stillness. Beautiful. In our next inhale, we're going to find that wave again in our spines. We're going to come up on our toes, send ourselves and our weight forward, almost to a plank position. Exhale, bending the knees, pushing the hips back up. Down dog. One more time. Inhale, rounding the spine, pushing your weight forward, finding that plank. Exhale, dropping the knees, push them back and up. One more time. Inhale, circle forward. Exhale, push back. Staying in stillness in your down dog or shimmying around, however you like to do it. And then in your next inhale, start walking your hands to the back of your mat, finding your forward fold. Allowing yourself to hang heavy here. Find some space. Find a place where you feel good, maybe rocking a bit from side to side. Coming to some stillness, planting your left hand down in the middle of your mat. You can have fingertips down or on a block as well. Straightening that right leg a little, opening up the right arm towards the sky, finding a twist. Exhale, right hand lowers. Inhale, opening up the left arm, finding that twist, that length. Exhale, come down. One more time, inhale. Open up. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale. And exhale, coming back down to that forward fold. In your next inhale, we're going to start rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Coming all the way up to standing. When we get there, we're going to send our hips back, opening up our chest, folding over again. Finding those waves in our spine again, inhaling, rounding the spine on the way up. And exhale, push the hips back, folding forward. One more time, inhale, rolling up. This time, sweeping your arms with you, lengthen up towards the sky, finding a stretch. And then exhale, fold over. Inhale, start walking back forward with your hands, finding your down dog. Maybe step it out, rinse it out. From here, we're going to inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Maybe you bend the hip and the knee, opening up. Doing whatever feels good. In your next exhale, stepping the right foot through. Dropping the back knee, the back of your foot down. Inhale, arms come up, finding a low lunge. Finding some length here. Finding your breath. And then exhale. We're going to shift that weight back, finding our half split. Either our hands can come on our hips. We can come with our hands down on the mat. Just finding a little movement maybe, some stillness. And then we're going to combine these two movements. We're going to find a little flow here. So in your next inhale, bringing the weight back forward, arms come up. Low lunge. Exhale, sending the hips back. Maybe the hands stay floating. Half split. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, send it back. Again, inhale, come forward. And exhale. One more time, inhale. This time when we come forward, hands come on the inside of that front foot. Heel toeing the foot out towards the side, finding our lizard. Just maybe moving around, shifting a bit. Planting that left hand down, inhale, right arm comes up towards the sky, finding a little lizard twist. Maybe you stay here or your exhale hand comes down back behind. Here's a great option as well. Or if you want to lift up that back foot, maybe you pause here or grab a hold, find a little bind. Continue to breathe. From here, your next exhale, the right hand circles down, back to the mat. We're going to come up off our back knee, tuck the toes and push the hips back and up. We're going to find a variation of a pyramid here. Maybe this front foot comes up on your heel, toes are flexed. Here we can have a slight bend in our knee, really tuning into what our body needs right now. Breathing. Exhale, bending that knee again, pushing your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, foot comes down. Switching sides, inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky, maybe bending, circling it out. The next time you exhale, stepping that left foot through, dropping the back knee down, inhaling, arms come up, low lunge. Taking a breather, finding your breath, and then we're going to exhale, send the hips back. Finding that half split, maybe your hands come down to the mat, to your hips, or stay floating. And from here, we're going to find that flow again. So when we inhale, bringing our arms up, weight forward, low lunge. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, send it back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, push your hips back. This time, inhaling towards our low lunge, taking a breath, and when you exhale, hands come on the inside of your foot, heel toe the foot out alongside your mat, finding a little lizard. Planting down our right hand this time, inhaling, left arm reaches up, twisted lizard. Either staying here or exhaling, dropping that left arm back behind you, maybe grabbing a hold of that back foot. Breathing. Exhale, circle that hand back to the mat, dropping the back foot down, tucking the toes. We're going to push our hips up and back, finding our pyramid. So lifting off the back knee, pushing our hips back, maybe finding straight legs. Taking a moment here, feeling in, maybe shifting a bit. And then exhale, bend that front leg again. We're going to pick the left foot back up, find that three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Exhale, plant the foot down. Maybe step out here, do whatever feels good. We're going to take some releasing breaths here in our down dog. Horse's breath, that I normally call it, is we're going to breathe through our lips. So that's the sound we're going to make, like a horse. So whenever you're ready, exhale here. Then inhale through your nose. And exhale, horse it out. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. Return to your natural breath, maybe in and out through your nose. From here, we're going to drop our knees down. And then walk our hands in. We can keep our toes tucked, actually. Either you stay here for the whole time or you come down on the back of your feet. Just feeling in to what you need. Maybe untucking the little pinky that normally crawls under. From here, we're going to inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, opening the arms into cactus, pulling your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers. Inhale, opening your chest towards the sky. Exhale, letting go of your fingers, circling forward. Interlace your fingers here again, and then inhale, arms come back up. Again, exhale, opening your arms into cactus, hands come behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, draw your hands down, opening up the chest. Exhale, circle forward, gazing inwards, curving your spine. Inhale, arms come back up. One more time, exhale, open up. Hands interlace. Inhale, hands reach down, opening your chest. Exhale, bending in, gazing in, interlacing those fingers. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, just allowing your hands to drop down. We're going to come back to all four and tucking the toes if they're not already there. Maybe just tap out your toes a little. Feel into that energy, that blood flow. Nice. Just taking a moment here, maybe inhaling, finding a little cow. Exhale, pushing into your cat. Gently coming back, tucking your toes, pushing yourself up into your downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky. Exhale, right knee comes to right wrist. We're going to find a half pigeon. So sinking low here on your hips, maybe placing a block or a cushion in under, finding some space, some length. And then when you're ready, just gently walking down, finding that variation of a pigeon that feels good. If this is a big no-go today, there is always the option to come down on your back. Otherwise, stay there in your pigeon, interlacing, crossing our ankle over our left knee, and then pulling the left knee in towards our chest, finding that figure 4. So this is the same type of stretch, just in 2 different ways. So just finding your version of a pigeon. Maybe you sink low, find your breath, allow that calmness to sink in. Take a moment to just be here in the stillness. Finding that deep breath again if it's gotten lost somewhere along the way. Sun is disappearing. Find a little light. And it's gone. From here, in your next inhale, walk your hands up. If you're in your pigeon, otherwise join us in a seated position. In a moment, we're going to swing our left leg forward. Bring it across our right, pull that left knee in. And either, I'm going to twist so you can see, either you can stay here with your foot, the sole of your foot onto the floor, grabbing a hold of our left leg with our right arm and twist back, find a little twist. Or we can come in to our shoelace or cow face pose, where we allow the top leg to sink across. And here we want to try to keep our feet on pretty much the same line. You can stay upright here, you can sink over low. Just find a place that feels really good in your body. Finding a breath. Feeling that outer hip, the glute. And then in your next inhale, coming back, we're going to circle that back leg to the back again. As much as possible. We're going to come over to all 4, tuck the back toes and step it in to a down dog. Just shake it out a little, feel into it. And then we're going to inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the left knee in to your left wrist or coming down into your lying figure 4. Sinking into your pigeon here. Feeling into where you want to be. A pigeon or a half pigeon can be here upright. This is perfectly okay, and it gives us a different dimension to the stretch. So maybe try it out, maybe even bend in that back leg. Or we sink low, finding some ease, some comfort, feeling held by the earth beneath us. Taking a moment, taking a breath, maybe several. And then in your next inhale, gently start walking back up or finding your seated position if you're in your figure 4. Leaning over, swinging that back leg forward, crossing it over, either finding your seated twist, so sole of the right foot is down to the ground, or allow the foot to come out a little, finding your shoelace or cow face or whatever you want to call it. feet are aligned as much as they can be. Obviously, our bodies are bodies. They won't always be in a straight line, or they hardly ever. So just finding your way into this position. Maybe you want to stay upright. Maybe you want to lean forward. Be whatever you want to be. A place that feels really good. And maybe you feel some sensation in the outer hip or your glute. And that's nice. Continue breathing deeply. Unwinding, allowing ourselves to ease down. Now we're gently going to start to unravel. So wherever you are, just uncrossing your legs, we're going to stay seated, bringing our knees into our chest, just hugging our knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze, a big hug, maybe placing your forehead down onto your knees. Sending all the love to your body, to your mind, to your soul, and to yourself for showing up today. Taking the moment to just be in your body, connect with your body and breath. From here, we're going to lengthen our arms out, and either you just flop down, or if you with control, roll down towards your mat. Coming all the way down. When you get there, pulling your knees into your chest, just rocking a bit from side to side. I'm going to finish this practice with a little supine twist. So letting that left leg drop down, pulling the right knee in towards your chest. Maybe rocking a bit from side to side, feeling into the hip crease. And then when you're ready, maybe shifting your hips slightly out to the right and pulling that right knee over to the left side. Gazing out to your right. If this doesn't feel good, we can bring both knees up. Allow them to go over to the left side. Find any other variation with your legs that feel good. Trying to imagine both shoulder blades staying put towards the ground. Taking a breath. Just sinking in here. Allowing things to slow down. And allowing things to take time. And then your next inhale, coming back to center, pulling both knees in towards your chest, rocking a bit from side to side, and then letting the right knee go down towards the mat, pulling the left knee into your chest, just rocking that knee a bit from side to side, feeling into the hip crease. And then whenever you're ready, scooching your hips over a bit to the left side, pulling the left knee over to the right. Finding the space where you can relax, take deeper breaths, feel connected to the ground. Imagining almost as with every exhale, you're melting a bit more into the position and into the ground. And then gently in your next inhale, coming back to center, pulling both your knees in towards your chest, rocking a bit from side to side. And if there are any other shapes or movements you'd like to do before grounding down in your Shavasana, there is time for that now. Otherwise, just let your body unfold, unravel in whatever way feels good. Allowing yourself to soften, ease into your mat, unwind, settle down. letting go of any thoughts. Just see them as clouds passing by on a clear blue sky. You notice them and acknowledge them, but you just let them pass by. And you are, of course, very welcome to stay here for as long as you like. But if you feel ready, start coming back to your breath and body, maybe deepening your inhale. Maybe rocking your head a bit from side to side, opening your mouth, circling out your jaw, maybe even yawning a little. Doing whatever other subtle movements you'd like to do to wake your body back up again. And either if you want to roll over to your right side and come up, or in any other way, make yourself comfy all the way back up to a seated position. Finding a comfortable seat, finding that deep breath. And whenever you're ready, inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Placing one hand on your chest, the other on your stomach. Reconnecting with that flow of the breath, just the way as it is right now. Feeling your hands move with your breath. Maybe pressing your hands in to your body slightly, giving yourself a little hug. Thanking yourself for showing up today, for giving yourself the time to unwind, to stretch, and to just be in your body. Be on your mat. Be present in this moment. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Maybe bow down with your head a little. I thank you for allowing me and trusting me to guide you through this practice. And I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. Namaste.